YouTuber Low, twitching some more Slay the Spire action. And last time we took the L as the defect. We tried to get I think like a pure electric build going, and unfortunately I kind of went into actually, I can't remember. Did we go into the elite where it like hard punished my build? It was like the power elite, right, for the eventual end boss, and we fell over. But I think we played relatively okay on the way there. We can get a transform card here, max health, increase, lose max health, get a rare card, or lose starting relic, obtain a boss relic. I still feel like this is a great option. I'm going to take it. Okay, we don't discard a hand anymore. Not the boss relic I was seeking. I don't know how transformative this is going to be, but it does change the game in such a way that maybe this will let unique builds work. And actually, does this character have a retain build? Am I misremembering? It's actually been a bit of time since I played Slay the Spire as well, so apologies if I'm like super giga noob again. I was meant to play like 3 or 4 days ago, and I think I was unwell or something, or like something happened, or Twitch went down, one of those things, and it caused me to lose my block of Slay the Spire. Okay, we're taking 6 this turn. Well, we're taking 12 actually, but I'm probably going to be taking 6 this turn. Defend me, I'll take the 2. I'll put you into lethal range for next turn. One thing I've just noticed is, if I don't discard, my hand just fills with more and more cards, right? Because I still draw the same number of cards. Okay, I see what the gimmick of this is now. Eventually I'm going to have a completely full hand. That is the gameplay loop. So if this character does have the retain synergy, which I think they do, right? Then sure this is going to be like, well, I was going to say it'll be good, but the retain count doesn't retain anyway. But no, it is better. It still is better. Because now, not only am I getting like the retain cards retained in my hand, I'm getting the rest of my hand retained in my hand. Which means I'm going to have more chances of having cards in my hand to play that aren't just the retain cards, if you know what I mean. Maybe I don't know what I mean, but I think I do know what I mean. Evoke the next orb, channel the orb that was just evoked. We could go with some sort of darkness build in the meanwhile of this as well. You know, I'm actually humoring this. I feel like if you lose your starting relic, immediately you're in a better place to do a dark build, because you don't really want lightning things in the dark build. It's not necessarily like terrible, but it just makes things slightly awkward. I could also choose to avoid elites here to take the curse here. I don't know if that's actually worth. Where's my other campfire? It's really, really late. Actually, there's 2 elites late this way. Okay, change the plans. I'm going to go this way, take the shop, remove the curse. And then we'll go from there, okay? The other thing which could be really good with this, like, runic pyramid, is if we had something like bullet time. I know this character doesn't have the bullet time card, but if I could get something like it where it's like, make every card in your hand cheaper or something, or upgrade every card in your hand, there could be a synergy there, because we're probably going to be having a large hand for most of this game. Alright, don't stop defending. Do I want to take 1 damage here? I mean, I don't really have an option, so I guess we will take 1 damage here. And there's no point in striking, because it had 6 armor. Okay, now you're doing 16. I don't like it. It's so close. I thought I had lethal, then I noticed 1. Alright, we won't chase after bad money here. I'll just put it with defend up. It's kind of my bad. I should have not done that. I should have blocked more of it. Okay. Turbo's interesting, but avoiding the discard pile. No, that can't be good, right? Surely it can't be good. Unless I could find a way to burn cards, but I'd have to burn them in my discard or draw pile. Because as soon as I draw it, the effect goes off. I'm gonna skip. Heal or remove card. I'll give you 50 gold, remove my doubt. Because now I can take the aggressive path instead and go for the elite. Because I only wanted to go to the shop right now. This is this is risky, sorry. I only wanted to go to the shop to remove that card, and I've removed that card now. 36 health, not a great amount of health, but the plated will be nice. Now, there's no reason for me not just to end turn here. I don't discard my hand, I'm just going to gain more cards, so it gives me more options, right? Let's get Zap in. This is so stupid. Okay, every card in my deck I think is in my hand right now. Oh no, minus one card, sorry. Close to being true, though. Alright, wake up, sleepyhead. Actually, this old chaos is quite hard for me to use right now. Because I think the cards have to be in my draw pile. And it's hard for me to empty my hand. You know what? I think I'm going to lose this. I actually don't see a world where I win this, in fact. I think I have to do something like this in the short term. I lose a plated right now, but... yeah, I can't get 3 cards in my draw pile anymore. I just lose. I need to put up lightning and then just live as long as I can. I think that's the win condition. Hello, Vang. Am I getting cooked? No, the weather's broken in the UK now. It's like high teens, which is much more manageable. And also, there's a bit of a breeze now. Like, one of the other things about the last 2 days, as I mentioned earlier, it was really sticky. Like, it just... there was no breeze. Like, you were just sweating. You were just getting coated like in this glistering layer of sweat. And it just wasn't evaporating, so it felt really uncomfortable. But now there's a bit of a breeze, so sweating is becoming easier. It's not quite as hot anyway, so I'm not sweating as much. So it's just all around nicer. Without being absolutely rubbish weather. In fact, I'd argue this is close to the ideal weather. Okay, we have a problem. I gain 1 block from this. I need to block at least 8, otherwise I die this turn. So we have to play defend. Oh, interesting. That works not the way I thought it was. I thought I had to have 3 in my draw pile for that to actually work. I was actually playing that just to get 1 block off, but had I known that, I would have played it earlier. That's honestly my fault. I assumed when it said play the top 3 cards of your draw pile, it meant the top 3 cards of your draw pile, not I will draw you some more cards to play. Actually changes quite a lot as well. So I live through this turn now. And moreover, I will kill you next turn. I think it's guaranteed. No, not quite guaranteed. No, it is guaranteed. Any battle you can get out of alive is a good one. That is so huge, by the way, because I'm about to rest, so more health is more good. I honestly don't need any of these cards. Drawing is not an issue anymore. Well, for now, it's not an issue. Yeah, back to 43 health. That's pretty good. And I think we go for this other elite now. We'll see. I'm not super happy about this one. I'm just going to try and retain my plating for this turn. Right. I need to kill one on the outside, guys. That is the game plan here. We're going to lose some plated here. In fact, I'm going to lose 2 plated if I just leave it like this. I think I have to, though. I need to put some sort of offensive threat on. It's pretty scary to recurse right now because... Or dual cast, because I don't know where it's going to go, and I need to kill the outside guy specifically. So I'll take a minor damage loss on that turn just to hit the right guy. As soon as I kill one of them, then the randomness is not necessarily a bad thing anymore. Still not ideal, but... Again, we're taking 10. But I think we just sort of have to, like, accept that. Okay, we can definitely... Well, we can nearly definitely remove 10 off the side. Holy shit, I didn't draw another strike. That is upsetting. Okay, that makes my life easier. Remove 10. I have to. I need more of the passive damage. We're taking 9. There goes all my plated. Theoretically, though, now, I could probably just defend for 10 each turn and put 1 attack up, and we should be fine. Like, slowly but surely, I'll kill them. It's just the 20 turns I could never deal with. And since I retain cards, I can always, like, retain a block for a future turn. He says that he doesn't get 2 blocks for this turn. It's still not terrible. The random damage is actually punishing me quite hard. I figured, like, you know, in theory, it should split them down about the equal rate, right? But, you know, like, how probability works. Sometimes you're just going to hit one guy more often than the other one. I was sort of hoping that would happen, but it doesn't matter in the end, because I do have lethal on this guy. We take no damage anymore, and now all I have to do is block 10 every other turn, which means I can just retain the defense in my hand until I need them. So again, we live, we get a relic. Hopefully it's a transformative relic. Enemies in elite combat have 25% less health. It's nice. Oh, this is the game changer, though. Doom and Gloom is really, really good with what I'm doing. We really want to remove the lightning strike from my deck now. Dude, strike to me, fine for now. Probably not going forwards, but... we're not going to fight the Flaming Elite either. I will fight the Elite after that, but... I think that's too aggressive, even with 25% reduced health. Ooh, okay, hang on a minute. Let's just wait a second. Think about this. I think the priority right now is to get Zap out the deck, because I just want Doom and Gloom. So we now just have Doom and Gloom. Why am I pushing every wrong button? Then I want to look at my deck for a second. So Doom and Gloom is pretty good for me. But it's really just dual casting that is the game plan right now. The Dolly's miraculously good, but you really want to... Sorry, you want to take something that you've upgraded, but I've upgraded nothing, so it feels kind of bad to take it. And I can't afford Whetstone into Dolly's Mirror. I think it's going to be rare that I'm not happy to have Flash a Steel in my deck. It basically replaces itself. I got the hit with the upgrade. We got a strike as well. I think that's fine. Yeah, we could have grabbed another recursion, but I don't think it's that much of a priority right now. As long as my deck is thin, I get back round to recursion or... not Doom and Gloom, or dual cast pretty quickly. But yeah, it is good with the darkness. I probably would have copied recursion if I'd upgraded it, but I've not upgraded it, so... Alright, how much again does Doom do? It's 10, right? I'll put a strike into you, I'll put a strike into you, and I guess we'll play no cards because they get retained in my hand for the future. My own theory is, like, eventually I'm just going to play with 10 cards in my hand every single turn, so... You know, recursion is almost always going to be in my hand. Hand is full. That's fine, though. Yeah, I think we need nothing here. All I want to do now is not take damage. Because I think I'd be willing to fight the final boss at 52 health. But anything less, I'd get a bit tetchy. Okay, we're taking nothing. I can't Doom or Gloom this turn, but it's fine. I think with Pyramid, what you want to do is set up a combo that you want to play every single turn, which is just like an unlosable combo, so to speak. So probably what I need now, actually, is something that means I live every turn. So that I can eventually just set up a kill with Doom. I mean, that's going to be irrelevant. That's pretty irrelevant. That is also not what I'm after. Skip again. Okay, it's this guy again. In theory, give me Doom and Gloom early. Thank you. Alright, let's go for it. Wake him up. Hit him. Again. I retain everything in hand. So we might take a bit of damage here. Yeah, we're probably going to take some damage here. I've not quite got the defensive options I'm after yet. I'm going to set it up so we take 1 damage here. We win eventually with Dark, so just don't worry about it. I've got Dual Cast already. Another 20 incoming. And actually, once we've played Doom once, I don't really want to play it ever again. I've nearly got lethal. I just need 1 more turn. So I'm going to play all defense. I take 3 damage this battle. Seems reasonable. And I'm pretty certain this is lethal now. We can recursion this, and then dual cast it. Actually, I think I had lethal last turn. I could have done that and then put a strike on the end of it. Oh well. This is basically worthless. I'll hold on to it, I suppose, but who cares? Compile Driver, not necessary. Self-Repair could be nice. It's a card I just play and forget about it. And it is sort of defensive. Let's do that. I think 0 cost recursion, pretty good here. And all I'm going to do here is try and get to like Darkness 100 and just kill him. It actually doesn't even need to be that. It's like Darkness 80 I need to get to and I just win. Alright, I've changed his form instantaneously. Pretty good. I'm going to just get the darkness going. I know I take some more damage for this, but I'll just live with it. Same with that. I'm going to take the 10 somewhat potentially. Right. Oh, wait. If I recurse this, it's going to reset it, right? I can't tell. Maybe it doesn't recur, send it back to down to 0. I can't remember what it started off at. Either way, whatever. Actually, I should have dragged this as well. It actually doesn't matter for this turn, but... No, I don't heal to full after bosses, so there is merit in me playing this. Flash him. Let me just quickly check this. Oh, it does retain the stat line. Okay. That's actually really good to know. I take 0 damage. Recurse him again. I'm beginning to think this is actually quite a good idea. I guess we still have a potential issue with multiple enemies. Aw, I didn't draw the recursion. So, recursion just plus dual cast next turn is going to do... 36 times 3, right? 108, which is effectively lethal. Easy. Oh my god, multicast. Electrodynamics is like what I was desperate for on the last run, but we didn't get it. Oh, we got it like really late, I think. We'll take multicasts. And actually, at this point, we might want to get rid of dual cast. Dual cast might not be good enough for me anymore. No, I'll take Empty Cage, actually. We want to get my deck really, really nice and thin. I'm going to level with you. I actually sincerely think we get rid of dual cast. It has no further use. And I think we get rid of a strike with it. I know we've got the thing that says strikes do more damage, but it's still 9 damage I don't care about. If anything, I just want to go defensive anyway. I'd be pretty content to get rid of all my strikes. Famous last words. I feel strong right now. I'm actually considering going for the Flaming Elite. You know what? I'm going to do it. Let's go this way. Let's take as many elites as I can. Funnily enough, this is one of the battles actually that was kind of spooking me. But we'll see what we can do. Alright, I'm going to cause this guy to drop down immediately and fall over. And then next turn I'm going to Doom and Gloom. So we get the darkness going. I just didn't want both the birds to buff on this turn. Because now I need to deal with this guy at the back, ideally. So that's one attack into him, so I need to put 2 more attacks onto this guy. Which we can. Then I can kill this guy, and it's just you that's buffing yourself, who I simply right now don't care about. And actually, we're approaching a situation right now because these guys only resist attack damage, right? Yeah, it's attack damage, not the orb damage. So I only need to get to 25 currently, and... in fact, not even that. It's less than 20... not a lot less than 25, though. So currently this is doing 36 damage, but it'll do 24 to you. Yeah, I can't quite get you down to 12, sadly. Okay, we caused you to draw out the sky, then it's a safer play. Kill him. And we'll put up some defense. I mean, actually, I only need to remove one more card and I've effectively solved it. Because one of my cards is 0 cost draw a card, which is effectively a card that replaces itself. Oh, that could be insane to get the darkness going faster. Okay, I'll take Loop as well. It is making my deck a bit thicker, but any power card I add to my deck anyway, I remove it, right? So currently, I say all this, you know, about the hand stuff, but Loop and Self-Repair get played. So I've actually only got an 11 card deck, and I can hold 10 cards, and I can draw one that replaces itself for 0. So I've basically got a set hand right now. This is my deck. Like, this is my hand, sorry. Self-Repair. Doom. Might as well Recursion. Alright, not the hand I was looking for, but we'll pop a strike into here to do some more damage. That's pretty painful. I'm 43 right now. He's dead. That's actually disgusting. Aggregate is not worthwhile. I'll have like nothing in my draw pile. I basically only want to add cards to my deck now that change to my defensive situation. And even then I want to just remove it immediately. This is a pretty spicy option. I don't have a campsite for potentially the entire floor, depending on which way I go. I'll risk it, though. There you go. When am I ever punished? And actually, taking curses right now for me is really bad. In fact, curses plus the pyramid must be, like, an actual nightmare. So I really shouldn't have done that. That was a stupid play. But I wasn't punished, okay? So we're fine. Unless you can remove the curse, it just gets locked into your hand. I might as well take the mutagens. I don't really want to put cards in my decks anyway. And Jax is irrelevant. Transforming cards could be good, though. There are some cards I don't want anymore. Maybe I'd try that, actually. Because even this is pretty minor. It has some use. If I do get off the Doom and Gloom on turn 1, it gives me some more damage on an AoE attack. It has a bit of merit. And as I said, I could get punished by putting a really awful card into my deck. Okay, we're not going to take shame. I've learnt my lesson. Have some money. Ooh, okay, actually worth. I'm probably going to remove some cards this game, still. Alright, it's these dudes. About 8 effects went off at the start of the game. I love to see that. What I don't love to see is my opening hand is just like some basic defense and a few cards that do nothing. Okay, we're going to put up 14 block, which is not enough. And you guys have regen. That's pretty nasty. Let me Doom and Gloom you, because otherwise, you know, I'm eventually going to lose this game. I really want to get this up as well, so let's do that. I'm going to brutally murder you. And I'll put you at low health. And now the loop should start to, like, take the darkness up twice as quick, I think. Which is really good, because, you know, I need to kill these guys pretty quickly, otherwise they're going to kill me. Can I do 15 damage? Is my next question. Answer, we can. So let's brutally murder you. We might as well hit this guy. Gonna summon some more ads. But I can just murder them with recursion now, when I want to. Get murdered. I've nearly got lethal with multicast. I should put up 5 blocks. There's no reason to take any damage this turn. I'll put some more damage into you. In fact, I've got lethal next turn. Assuming it just doesn't summon a guy or put up too much block. Oh, you did heal, though. 42. So 42 goes there. Then 80-something goes here. It's lethal. Defragment is another interesting option because, like, I think the focus does apply to the darkness. And it might increase the scaling. But honestly, I don't think I need it. I think playing the additional card is actually too slow for me. Get me one more darkness play, if you don't mind. Okay, this nerd is normally quite annoying. Let's see what we can do to him. He's doing a lot of damage to me. My turn 1 is currently pretty bad. Get the darkness on. I'm going to put up a defend. It means I retain 1 more block. Next turn I can put the self-repairing loop on with the additional block I get from Horn Cleat. So let's get the loop on now. I'm taking 24 in total, so I need to put up 8 more block to be happy. Alright, let's do it. Hopefully I'll find a turn where I can put the self-repair on. Well, found my turn. I can kill as well if I just want to. And I probably want to at this point, so let's just do it. I heal 7. Reasonable. I think Leap is fine. I want cards that improve my block situation, so I'll take it. That's never going to happen. I'll take it, but it won't ever happen. Alright, again, we just need to get through the opening turn here. And sadly, I think this is the best line I can take. I can block one of the attacks, retain a bit of place for the next turn. And these wounds... Actually, cards being added to my deck is, like, extremely scary for me. I now take nothing. And that gives me the turn to do this. And I think I have lethal. Is Darkness OP in this game? Oh my god, that's actually really good as well. I don't want any of these, thank you. And this is almost worthless because my hand is like... Oh, my deck is my hand, basically. So I've got 3 potions that kind of do very little for me. Alright, who do I need to kill here? I mean, both of them, obviously, but who's the priority? This guy in the back is actually quite annoying with the damage he does. This guy, I could probably leave. He's a little bit scary, though, to just leave him, as he's going to fill my deck with junk. Hurts to float mana as well. Right, we put up 14 block this turn. I'm taking 21. I've actually got 18 currently, so I need to put up a tiny bit more block. I also absolutely have to play Doom and Gloom this turn, because it's my deck. So I should probably just put up one block card here. There goes my defensive options to some degree. 25. I could just choose to kill him this turn with the multitask. It's not actually a crazy idea. Where are we on pen nib? Oh, I'm quite close to pen nib. I only have 2 strikes though. That's fine. Right? I'm on pen nib. I kill him. Perfect. And actually, I'm going to take this opportunity to self-repair instead. We could loot, but I've already got lethal with multicast next turn. So why bother? Irrelevant, irrelevant, irrelevant. Goodbye. I can block everything this turn. We'll be doing that. I will be doing Doom and Gloom. I will recurse you. This guy's kind of scared because he scales, right? So we're going to kill him as quickly as possible. The one on the back is scary because it puts junk in my deck, but I could kind of, like, ignore it for the most part. Yeah, I could play Recursion twice. I'm actually considering doing it right now. Well, I don't need to. So I won't. I'm missing 1 health, so I might as well play that. Also, just to get it out of my deck. This is a scary thing now because I'm going to start putting hexes in my deck. Which I don't really want to do. But perhaps the battle just doesn't last long enough for me to worry about that. I mean, I actually don't need to play... I was going to say, I don't need to play any skill cards this turn. I can just chill. I've got enough block anyway. And then next turn, multicast kills, so we have lethal. The combination of the wheel and the cleat is actually phenomenal for me. It's just kind of what I needed. I actually need the first turn equivalent. If I get that, then... it is actually just completely over. Do I? Yeah, I probably still want the shop. Nope. I don't think there's any card I want here either, to be honest with you. Just get rid of one of my strikes. Strikes haven't got much value for me anymore. Hello again. So you're doing 24. I'm blocking 4 currently, so I need to get to about 20. Sadly, I can only get to... well, I could get a beyond 19. I'm not going to bother. I'll just take the 1 and lose a plated this turn. Because I gain so much block on the next 2 turns, I think I'm going to be fine. So now I need to put up 7 block. Which again, I can't easily do right now. Whatever. We take a... No, we don't take... No, we do. We take 2 damage. I'll get loop and all that jazz played soon, and I'll just heal back up. There we go. Self-repair. Flash. Recurse. We have Pen Nib as well if I want it. I do want it. And I'll play loop for the sake of it. So, you're dead next turn, I think, guaranteed. I'm healing back to full anyway. Very, very clean. I will take Charge Battery, actually quite good in my deck. Part of the reason why I removed the card was so I could put another card back into my deck, so very happy. Don't need to rest. Let's do a Smith. Probably what I should do. Yeah, let's do that. It basically doubles my darkness speed. This guy could cause me some small issues if he steals like a really critical card. Although, that being said, how is he going to steal one of my critical cards? What if, you know, all my cards have been played? What then? I will say, I don't put up a lot of blocks, so I might actually still lose this, because he does one insane Hyper Beam turn, right? That's his jam. Anyway, play the Darkness. I'm currently taking no damage. I'm actually going to try and kill one of these guys quicker. He's going to steal loop, isn't he? The multicast plus gives me, like, +1 on the X value. Okay, I need to kill the guy on the left, but I don't really have that opportunity. So I'll just kill this guy. I could Doom here, but it'd be a bit of an awkward play for me if I do that. Because then I'll have 2 Darkness up, so whenever I do the recursion, it'll swap them over, which I don't really want to do. I'll give myself 1 energy for next turn. And then hit this guy. It's kind of a pain in the ass. If the loop had gone into the guy at the back, I would have been in such a better position. Or if I'd just drawn the loop to begin with, I'd be in a better position. I'm actually a bit scared now, because this guy's going to Hyper Beam eventually, and it's going to fucking destroy me. But hopefully I can just still get the Darkness there. Pen Nib is up. I'm taking many Damagios. 13 block, 24 incoming. I'll take that back. That probably was a stupid play, honestly. I block all but 2, but I probably should have gone for like a bigger play with the recursion. Because then it's Hyper Beam that's really the scary thing right now. That being said, I think we're actually just completely fine. I get 1 energy for next turn. And it's going to be 4 times this in terms of damage. And I still live through this turn. I made it a bit more, like, close than it should have been. I definitely should have saved that to get recursion back, but whatever. Repeat. Not a good card. Here. We take none of them. I know you're golden shiny, but none of you have anything to do with darkness or staying alive. Dude, I might take the Black Star. That would be a bad thing to take. Like, seriously bad. Busted Crown actually would probably be the smart man's play. Actually, we should take Busted Crown. There's really not a lot I need to add to my deck anymore. It's just defensive cards. That's all I'm interested in anymore. Let's see. Also, I guess we need to decide if I want to fight the heart or not. Answer, I don't really want to fight the heart, to be honest with you. I think our build's actually not that good. Especially versus the heart. I'm pretty certain he would kill me. Because there's a damage limit on the heart fight. Where's the latest shop? There. Which you can actually attain on any pathway I so choose. Okay, let's go this way. Yeah, this build came alive, or like online very early, but I think it's only good against lower health opponents. It's like, it's tailing off a little bit. The additional energy for my first turn, though, where I want to play a 2-mana card, is really nice. But again, we come into the issue right now, my block cards are just not good enough. I'm taking 2 again here, and it's only a 16 damage check on turn 1. I feel like I should be blocking that at this point in the game. Loop. Repair. Recurse. Might as well charge battery for an energy next turn. He's basically dead now. Nope. Sure. I've not really faced peril for quite some time, so let's face peril. Really would like to draw in my opening hand here the Doom and Gloom. There's a chance we get it. I don't need this, but I wouldn't mind it. I'm going to go pretty spicy here. I'm going to discard 4 cards. It gives me a 50-50 chance to draw the card I want. I missed it. Feels bad. At the very least, though, I can put up a ton of block this turn. I'm taking no damage anymore. We can get that out of my deck for now. And I should keep the defense, I believe. Those burns are going to become problematic very quickly. Which is part of the reason I wanted to get my build online as quickly as possible, was I knew that was going to be a problem. If I have to, we can push the Smoke Bomb. Like, we're taking a lot of damage this turn. But it's fine. The reward is great. Hopefully. Keep murdering this guy as quickly as possible. 39 in total, so I'm not blocking everything yet. Put up some more block then. Not getting Pen Nib this turn. We have Pen Nib set up though. If I multicast next turn, I will be multicasting for 6 times, I think. Yes. Which is lethal. So we effectively take 15 damage to get a relic. That's funny. Kind of counteracts this to some degree. Another potion capacity is completely worthless. Oh, this is not a normal enemy, that's fine. That makes sense. Not a fan of fighting multiple enemies still, either. Really not a fan of this hand either. My hand actually does nothing right now. But it's fine. We're setting up for a Pen Nib AoE attack. And actually, I say multiple enemies are a problem. It's not that big a problem. Well, unless they all attack me, but generally speaking, not a big problem. As all I need to do is wait for a situation where I can get multicast off, and I'll just cleave through each of them one after another. Now, in practice, Not quite work that way. Although, even saying this, I'm taking, what, 22 damage? I'm blocking 18. We're fine. Leap. Actually, I didn't need to leap. I should have used defend then. It's more efficient. But I'm now approaching the point again where my deck is my hand. You're going to recover. I've accepted that, to be honest with you. Wait, I've got lethal, haven't I? Because that goes up 4 times. Yeah, I have lethal. Oh, goodbye. I've had this potion since like the original battle. I just not used it. Nope, not interested. I think I'll take a question mark tile for just interest, honestly. I'm going to say add a colorist card to my deck. I'm not going to go any greedy than that because I've got the Busted Crown. So I'm going to get it one option here anyway. It's the worst option. But there's a decent chance all of them would have been bad, so... I don't think we're really fishing for a colorist card right now. Who am I fighting, by the way? I didn't even look. Oh, these two donuts. It's fine. I think actually I would have preferred to fight the Time Wizard weirdly, but... Just because these two guys have got quite a big health total. But even then, I don't think it's an issue. $30 damage, you say? We are blocking 25. We'll do that. Block everything. Recurse him, strike him. And multicast next turn is going to go for 6 times, I believe. And that means I'm doing 180 damage with this. Which means I'm actually doing more than that with this. I need a Casio. It's, what, 210... Like 252? I'm pretty certain this is lethal. I'll just make sure with this. Yeah, it's definitely lethal. In fact, I can play this as well. 5 times this will go off, and 5 times 42 is 210. Nope. You've offered me Turbo like 8 times, and Claw 8 times. I could have made an insane Claw build. You want none of this. Of all the guys I could fight, I would have chosen you. I'm currently taking no damage. We're also max scaling. Basically, the game's over. I did that wrong as well. I should have done it the other way around so Pendy would have doubled the better strike. I don't think it's going to matter, funnily enough. Alright, we're taking no damage this turn. I've drawn all my defensive cards. Very cool. To be fair, I've only got 2 strikes in my deck and a Flash of Steel, but it's still funny how that worked out. Next turn, multicast would go off 6 times, so just to do the numbers again, is this lethal? I'm pretty certain it is lethal. It definitely is now. When adding cards into your deck, you may raise your max health. That's actually huge, because half these cards I don't want. Hello World, you are random bullshit, but not what I'm after. Another upgrade, please. I could go for the heart. Wait, can I? No, I could still go for the heart. I think the heart will kill me, though. I'm like 99.99% certain the heart would kill me. I'd have to do something transformative for it to not kill me. Yeah, it'll kill me. We have a bit more time to, like, talk about it, but I just don't see a world where I live. If he didn't have a cap, I would go for it, but... Okay, well, this is the time I have to talk about it. Unironically, the Centennial Puzzle's not that important. It would be okay, actually, to get me to drawing my entire deck quickly. Actually, no, it is good. Fuck it, we're not fighting the heart. We're not doing it. Also, can I do it here as well? I could do it here. No, I'm not. I talked myself out of it. I actually think we would lose. And it's not being me being lazy. I'm going to do another episode of this afterwards in the stream. I think the heart counters me, basically. You're doing 22 damage this turn. That's illegal. Alright, we're just waiting for the star of the show. And then this battle is basically over. Mr. Star, we're waiting. Okay, there's 33 damage incoming right now. I can block 18. I guess I'm going to drink my potion. We're blocking everything now. We might actually take some damage here, you know. Because the other explode guy's about to detonate. How much do you do? 30. I'm probably not blocking that. Yep. Peril is incoming. Can I do anything about this? I can't. See you later. That's my answer. I just got an unlucky draw there. I would have taken like 50 damage that turn. It just wasn't worth it. I can trade that basically for an elite fight in a second anyway. Prismatic Shard, we are still in Pride Month right now, but you've come far, far too late. This looks stupid, but actually, if I get a curse put into my deck, it would be so good to have this, because curses are so bad for me right now. Just some protection against it is huge. I think the speed potion is also very reasonable right now for me. I wouldn't have minded good instincts either, but I don't think it was a priority. Alright, there goes my money. Snake Lady. Give me my actual real card to open, please. Or at least earlier. I thin my deck out even more now to try and get this. Blocking 14, blocking everything. Very good. Now give me the darkness, please. There we go. Would like to kill this guy as well, I think. Yeah, you're pretty strong. I'll give you that. Recurse this guy. We don't need to play defend this turn, so let's not bother. And now the darkness scales. Oh my god, the damage. Recursion just kills one of them, so 25 damage gets removed once I do this. Multicast would go 5 times right now. It would kill this person and 4 would go into here. That doesn't kill. It would come somewhat close, though. but I don't think it's worth doing. Let's charge battery. Let's leap. 32, 41. I'm blocking everything right now, so I guess we'll hold. And more importantly, they haven't summoned another guy this turn, so the darkness scales up one more time. This is going off 6 times at this point, which is disgusting. Again, we're back to 252 damage, which is lethal. Can I play wounds? No, it's just curses. So I still don't have any counterplay to that, to be fair. This guy. This guy, we have a funny relationship. I hit him, he does more damage than me. 27 now. Well, I'll hit him again. That's the best iteration I can get. We're going to take some damage here, but whatever. Actually, we're not because of the fossilized helix. Actually, that fossilized helix low-key is unbelievably good for me, because now this is my turn 1 protection. Where is it? You're my turn 2 protection, and you're my turn 3 protection. So my first 3 turns, I can kind of dick about a bit while I set up. It's unbelievably clutch. I'm now taking no damage for this turn. So I just let myself scale. I'm approaching the point where I don't need to play cards anymore. I can just sit here and watch. You're going off 5 times, which is 210 damage. You're dead. I can even do more with recursion. Like, is this legal? What's happening? Alright, potion of capacity, it's time to say goodbye. I've been holding you from the beginning of the game, but you're not good. Rebound is not necessary because I just draw my entire deck anyway. And again, you're not necessary either. I would potentially add a card to my deck still. But just only quality. That's all I want now. Doom them. Loop them. That was pending, by the way. And first turn attack. I nearly killed everyone. And I'm not even trying to kill them. Charge battery. I'm doing it for the energy more than anything. I actually do take 2 damage, which will pop the fossilized helix. But that's fine. It's done what it needed to do. Multicast will go 6 times and just kill them. This is my type of build. Another recursion in the deck. You, not in the deck. I said we'll get another recursion before the end of this run. And I was right. There's absolutely no reason to do anything other than Smith right now, and we might be in the market just to Smith a Doom and Gloom. Self-Repair does nothing. It's actually a dead card now. The additional damage on this is nice, but it's not anywhere near the priority. Yeah, it's just gain more block, I think. And I'm feeling good. 24 damage. I'm still feeling okay. Funnily enough, this Fear Potion is completely worthless because they have Artifact, so I can't use that, basically. There's my Doom. The game's over. I'm doing this for 2 reasons. I'll block the first hit from this, and then the second hit will get hit by Buffer, so I'm taking no damage this turn. I don't want to play Distilled Chaos, currently. While multicast is in my deck, I don't want to do it. That could become a problem, I'll give you that. Random Days in my deck, not very bueno. Anyway, time to do some recursion. You're getting chunked. We're taking 30. I need to block 12 more damage this turn. There's the 12. I'll get rid of this because I don't need it. Yeah, we're fine. More defense. Here's multicast. Now I'd be more inclined to play this because I can't hit multicast, which was my lose condition. I'd rather not hit Doom and Gloom, though, is the other thing, so maybe I hold until I draw Doom and Gloom as well. Yeah, I think that's the plan. I'm taking no damage this turn either. I could also just use this to burn the what's his name, because I think it burns through days, right? Are we at lethal, by the way? Doing 300 damage. 60... Wait, hang on a minute. 60... No, will I actually? 2 go here. 3 go here. No, he's still alive. Next turn, though, he's like guaranteed lethal. I think. I'm actually going to play this. I'm pretty certain they're dead. I do take some damage here, by the way, but whatever. Actually, it just makes me draw more cards. It's over. The game has ended. Goodbye. This is 6 times 78, which I think is more than 235. Honestly, maybe the easiest run I've ever had in this game. Basically, from the first floor, I was broken. And I think that's the first one I've had with the Runic Pyramid as well. Actually, pretty good in this situation. Where I just wanted to play the same turn over and over and over again, potentially. Not even saying that, I didn't really want to do the same turn over and over again. In fact, the Pyramid kind of did nothing. Now that I think about it, the Pyramid did... not quite nothing. It was close to nothing, though. It was really when I got Horn Cleat plus Captain's Wheel that I just had time to set up. Like, just 2 turns to set up was so strong. And then when I got this on top of it, it just guaranteed I was going to win. Anyway. That's good for this episode of YouTube. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why not leave a like and subscribe? Everyone helps me out. I'll see you next time. Bye.